So Elon Musk, he did a couple of things that I love. He acquired almost 10% of Twitter. It makes him the largest stakeholder. Jack only has about 2% of the company. Now, so far, I believe this is a silent partnership part. I mean, he can do some things, I guess, to gain some seats on the board. And I wish you would, Elon, please.
I mean, and this is what it is 9% stake is what he disclosed in a financial disclosure, right? So we don't know how much he has now. Could be more.
Oh, that's what he bought.
Yeah, this is what he bought so far, but he could have been acquiring it the whole time. He seems to be pretty focused on Twitter. He seems to be critical of Twitter. And he seems to be stepping up to the plate. And if you happen to be Twitter, you might not want him stepping up to the plate.
Oh, please step up to the plate. Wouldn't it be nice to have somebody that, like Elon Musk, is out there actually saying the truth and batting for you? And I say this, I mean, look, I don't agree with Elon. The guy is a global warming guy, okay? Like, not just a global warming guy, a guy who believes it so much, he's building spaceships to get off the planet. Now, I personally believe that it is global warming plus what he sees coming in technology, because he believes transhumanism is coming. And he believes that the human species will not exist on Earth by 2050. And so he believes that the only chance of the humans actually being like we are now, not engineered, but being like we are now, the only chance of survival is on another planet. But anyway.
Well, I mean, that's the point, though. And this is a guy who
acts on what he believes.
It.
Yep.
And he's living an incredible life. He really is just be like, screw it.
He earned it. I mean, he made his own money. I mean, he took bailouts, or not bailouts, but he took money during TARP. Which I didn't like.
Was it TARP, or was it he got a lot of the
cash for clunkers or something?
There's tons of incentives to buy electric cars built into our economy.
Yeah,
thanks
he might
to
have
the
gotten
left.
that early.
Well, yeah, Tesla gets a ton of that money because they're the only electric car out there.
I don't think now. You have to
He's been opposing it now. He's been saying he doesn't want it.
Because it comes with strings attached now. You have to be a union shop. You have to be creating good union jobs.
And that's not them.
No.
It's such a fascinating... This is one of the reasons why people are fascinated by him, but he does not fall into...
Any easy category.
And, he's been opposing... One of the big things in one of these big Biden bills, I think it was Build Back Better, was a fortune to build an electric car charging network across the country. Mm-hmm. He's like, well, we're already doing that. Well, we don't need your money for that. We're doing it already. They
don't want him to do that because you can't control that.
Yeah, and we've talked a decent amount about the car industry over the past few months, and as people may note, I'm now past 7 months of ordering my car, and still do not have one.
I'm already looking for a gift for your 12-month anniversary.
It's gonna be nice.
Special.
It's gonna be special.
Yeah. We'll bring candles in.
But you have the Tesla chargers, which work on Teslas, and then you have other charger networks that are being built by other companies, like Volkswagen is building a big one across the country. But you see the locations of them. If you buy a car that is not a Tesla, that's an electric car, and you want to use a fast charger, now you could charge it at your house, but it takes a long time, multiple days if you're just plugging it into a normal outlet. You can get it done overnight if you get special industrial strength stuff installed into your house.
Right, but I mean, that's what you do if you're going to get it. You want to save money at the gas pump.
Yeah.
You just get one of those big, expensive superchargers, or, if you can't afford it, a lot of people can't, don't worry. Your car will be charged in 3 days. What? You have someplace to go?
I hope not. But it's true. You can find Tesla chargers at malls and restaurants and all over the place, gas stations, movie theaters, places you pull up. There's one at the place I take the kids to breakfast. They've got 2 Tesla chargers right out in front of it they're rarely filled, but still they're there.
They're there.
A lot of times they're there in better parking spots than the handicap spots.
Oh yeah, they're always in the front or close to the front.
Which is incredible.
Yeah.
But that network is built out relatively widely depending on where you live. You look at the other one of them is called Electrify America, which is, I think, the Volkswagen one, and they're building it up. And they have like fast chargers located like for the Dallas-Fort Worth area, which is a big, city, huge city, it's only on the extended exurbs, right? Like if you're going from here to Austin, on the way out of Dallas, you can find a charger, right? But that's it. And there's one place there on the road. You better stop there, or you're going to have to plug in and wait for 3 days at somebody's house, right? You've got to stop right there if you're not driving a Tesla. If you're driving a Tesla, well, there's 15,000 places to go. And they're building that out on their own. You would
think that maybe people would learn the lesson of a universal plug. How about everybody just makes the same plug? I mean, if I'm running a car company, I'd be like, will it work on everybody else's plug?
Oh, there's already, even outside of Tesla, there's two different options.
That's stupid.
You look at the places.
Dumb.
Some of these charging stations have to have 3 different kinds of quote unquote pumps to be able to hook up to the 3 different kinds.
That is just so stupid.
I mean, eventually, I think it is going to unify behind something, but Tesla wants it to be theirs.
So here's the other thing. Fine.
Whatever.
Then if you're Volkswagen, make it like Tesla. You'll double the value. Anyway, another thing that he tweeted this weekend, let me see if I can find the exact verbiage. The more I study it, I don't have it right in front of me. Hang on. I think he said, the more I study it, here it is. I'm increasingly convinced that corporate ESG is the devil incarnate. Now that's saying something.
That's not Glenn Beck saying that.
No, that's coming from a guy who believes in global warming.
Built an electric car company. Built a spaceship company.
Right.
Okay, a spaceship company.
Right. He believes it's the devil incarnate. That's remarkable. Elon Musk saying this will change the direction. Because Elon Musk, there's a lot of people who, don't listen to me or don't like me or whatever.
That's definitely true. I can back that up.
Okay, all right.
No, it's definitely true. Confirmed.
But Elon Musk...
Fact check true.
...is... Okay, we got it. But Elon Musk has such a wide reach universally.
Yeah, I get this from people all the time when we have events and stuff and people are walking around. Like when we have the museum here or something and we're talking to people who've been listening to the show for a long time. And to convert it to this particular topic, I've had to listen get through 25 segments of Glenn blathering on about ESG scores, and I never heard it from anybody else. And then all of a sudden, everyone's talking about it. And that is, I think, the case here. You're seeing it with Elon Musk. You're seeing it if you read any financial publication. They're talking about it all the time now.
All the time.
These things, people try to say it was a conspiracy theory. Obviously, it's not. It's something that is building in a big way, is already taken over Wall Street. And the concept is somewhat understandable, right? Like if you could, if they gave you an option to invest in things that promoted the free market, promoted individual rights,
I'd love it.
I would be for that.
It's like, you know what? I don't like these algorithms that sort my news. Okay? I'm not against them. Mm-hmm. I'd like to control it.
Yeah.
I'd like less of this, more of this, less. Give me a dashboard so I can control it and find the setting for me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I don't have a problem with that. And if you wanted to do ESG, then could you do, one on the Constitution, one on values, one on, not having your son sell out to communist countries. I mean, I just saying.
It's not as catchy as ESG.
It's not, but, Burisma would be out. Bank of China would be out.
Right.
The city of Moscow I couldn't invest in. If you wanted to have ESG, because this is the dumbest part of their argument. This is only done for people. A lot of people want to invest that way. Yeah, I know a lot of people that would like to not throw their money behind places like Disney. But are you showing me all the companies that are so woke and are spending tons of money? Verizon, giving money to Planned Parenthood. I'd like just a fund called B for babies. You know, hey, these are all the companies that are not investing in killing babies. That would be great. And you can pick whatever you wanted. That's not what this is.
Right. A menu of options is something I think that it is a free market thing. Mm-hmm. However, the way that they're instituting the ESG is not necessarily stopping at a menu. They're implementing it in a way that they can't get capital if they do not hit the requirements of this menu. And so it's controlling the way that companies do business. And that is the problem. You know, how you can look at what has happened over the past couple of months and think that what we need to do is invest less in fossil fuels is beyond me. We absolutely should be investing more. Even Elon Musk, who is, again, not just a global warming believer, but is completely insane in this belief.
Yeah.
I mean, he is farther to the global warming alarmist side than almost anyone I know in the entire public life. He is literally that far. He's done certainly more to not just step up and tweet about it, not just hashtag. He's built multiple companies to address this. Yeah. He's risked his entire fortune to do this, to stop global warming. And here is he's saying things like, hey, we need to really ramp up our oil and gas drilling here in the United States because he's
it only helps
realistic.
His company.
Right.
But it doesn't in the end.
Yeah.
By the way, the new budget from Biden, 11 different tax increases on the oil and gas industry, which the deduction, they're getting rid of the deduction for intangible drilling costs, which allows independent producers to immediately deduct business expenses related to drilling, such as labor, site preparation, repairs, and service work. 2014 by Wood Mackenzie Consultant, repealing the deduction for those would result in a $407 billion reduction in investment. Roughly 25% of the capital used by producers to continue investing in new projects. Okay? But only 25%. That's one of the taxes that he's putting on oil and gas, plus your ESG.